A big part of boating in the Puget Sound region is navigation. To help us while we're out on the water, there are lateral aids to navigation, also referred to as aids to navigation, or ATONs for short. These buoys and day marks indicate the sides of a channel. Typically, they're found in pairs, but in the Puget Sound region, sometimes deep water means there can be a marker only on one side in some areas of a channel. There are two types of channel markers and two colors. The first type are buoys. Pictured here is a red buoy. Notice that it has the number 6 on it. Buoys float and are anchored in position. The other type is a day mark or a beacon. This is a fixed marker, either on a piling or on a shore. This is an example of a day mark on shore. A green square with the number 11 on it. Day marks can also be on pilings in the water. All channel markers will be one of two types, and either red or green. Red channel markers have even numbers on them, and green markers have odd numbers on them. If a navigation aid has red and green on it, it's a channel junction. This is like a fork in the road, with the option to pass on the left or the right of the marker. As you return from boating out of our Olympia location, you will see this channel junction. It is also an example of a day mark on a piling rather than one on shore. If you want to continue in the primary channel, you would use the top color, which in this case is green. To return to Swantown Marina, you need to use the secondary channel, which is indicated by the bottom color, which is red on this marker. The primary channel is always indicated by the top color and marker shape, and the secondary channel is indicated by the bottom color. Junction markers are not numbered. The numbers on the channel markers increase as you travel inland or return. By looking at the numbers and a chart, we can determine if we're leaving or returning. It is important to know which direction you're going so you can stay in the channel. There's a saying to help us know which side to pass a channel marker. The phrase is red right returning, meaning as we come from open water, we keep the red markers to our right. Failure to stay between the red and green markers is one of the primary reasons boaters run aground. This is an image to demonstrate how the navigation markers work. You can see that as you return from open water, the red markers stay on the right side of your vessel and the green markers stay on the left. The channel junction at the Y in the potential routes is red on top, indicating that to stay in the primary channel, you would treat this marker as a red marker and to turn to the left so the buoy passes on your right. The channel numbers continue to increase in the primary channel, while the secondary channel starts a new set of numbers. In Puget Sound, we're typically returning as we head south, with open water being the Strait of Juan de Fuca at the north end of the sound. When we turn east or west, for example, going into Eagle Harbor or the channel for the Ballard Locks, you will be returning. If you're uncertain, you can always look at a chart, and if the numbers are increasing on the markers along your route, it indicates that you're returning while in that particular channel. At the bottom, we can see the shapes for the green buoys and day marks, the can buoy and a square. The red shapes are the nun buoy and triangle, both tapered on the top, while the green markers are squared off on top. In challenging visibility conditions, we can identify a marker color by its shape or its even or odd number.